Hi there, TaffyRue here, and welcome to another exciting episode of Features by TaffyRue, where we get to put the spotlight on young artists, creatives, and entrepreneurs who are bubbling under. And when we're not talking to the rising stars themselves, we are learning from those who have gone before them so we can empower the next generation. So before we dive into today's episode, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this. So honestly, it is a privilege that I get to Bring It On because I get to meet some of the most amazing, talented young individuals. Zimbabwe has a talent, you guys, and today I'm seated across one of those talented people. I have with me Munashe Evans Tembo, who is an extremely talented vocalist, and I cannot wait for you to get to know him. Munashe, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming. So, obviously, I have met you through the Bring It On circles, but for people who are seeing you for the first time, maybe you can start off by telling us who is Munashe and what do you do?
Okay. Munashe is a Zimbabwean musician, creative as well as a servant of God above
Okay.
all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I am a member of Surge of Word in Faith. And my faith is centered on who I am. It shapes my discipline, my mindset, as well as my artistic direction.
Okay, interesting. So, what artistic direction are you in? What do you do, particularly in the arts?
So I create music that blends reflection, most probably, faith, as well as ambition and identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get into music?
Okay. Um, Funny story. I used to, well, I loved singing a lot. From a very tender age, I remember. I used to wake up early in the morning. We used to stay in Blawayo. Yeah. So I would wake up early in the morning, and I would go to the balcony, and I would start pretending as if I'm on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would start singing gospel songs, and all that. Mostly the songs that we used to do during Sunday school and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Then at about 10 years, yeah, 10 years of age, that's when I joined the praise and worship choir. Yeah. So soon after joining the praise and worship choir, I had things that I had to learn, and things that actually enhanced my faith, as well as my spiritual life. Yeah.
Okay. And what has your music journey looked like ever since the time that you joined the praise and worship choir at 10?
I'll probably say transformative and adventurous at the same time.
So what kind of things have you done in music? Do you have any of your own music? What have you done musically since because obviously I know a lot of choir people, a lot of musicians, Anuthangram Chechi and all of that. It's kind of like a given. Even the people in the world, they're like, yeah, I started in the church choir. But like, what has your journey looked like? I know you did Bring It On. Was that the only thing that you've done musically for yourself? What has your journey looked like in terms of musically?
So before Bring It On, there was, of course, the church choir, from the church choir. There was One Voice.
Okay.
So One Voice was is actually a worship group from AFM, but I think it's kind of interdenominational.
Okay.
Yeah. So it actually enhanced my it actually helped me during
Your formative years, I guess, in music.
yeah, it actually it helped me grow musically, as well as to manage like my stage presence, yeah, as well as to blend harmoniously with others. Yeah, then I think that's where One Voice is one of the groups that actually encouraged me to start creating my own, start writing my own music,
Okay.
as well as arranging, some of the songs and stuff and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you study music in school?
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Why?
I don't know. I hated music in school. Like,
Really?
yeah, I hated music. I remember I used to run away from from the
Wow.
choir and stuff
Okay.
and all that. Yeah.
Interesting. Because I know like a lot of people, when they look back, they're like musicians. When they look back, they're like, I think I should have studied music in school. Because like for me, when I'm thinking about the opportunities that I got in terms of studying music, it would have been great. Because I know like in high school, they introduced music as a practical.
Wow.
And I didn't do it. I don't even know why I didn't do it, but now I look back and I'm like, I think I should have done it, because I think it would have shortened some of the things that I had to learn the older I got as I got into music. But all right, that's interesting. So Bring It On. How did you find Bring It On? How did you get to know about Bring It On, and how did you find the experience?
All right. The Bring It On was one of my best, actually. It was one of, I would probably say their competitions, right? It was one of my best competitions to venture in. It actually created a spotlight for me, I would say. Yeah. Because after Bring It On, I had to, I received a lot of a lot of opportunities.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of opportunities from different people,
Okay.
as well as well, I would say those emerging brands.
Okay.
Yeah, some emerging brands and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. So
had you done anything solo before, like something like that? Had you done it like by yourself? Because I know that you have worked with a lot of groups. Was that one of your first times venturing out on by yourself, or it was you had been doing it before?
I'll probably say that it was my first time.
Okay.
Because I have been like afraid of being like on the spotlight myself. So I've always been that person who hides behind the groups, know, like those voices behind the group. Yeah.
I can relate because for me, I'm like, if there's a group, you like, I'm part of the group, but don't put me in the spotlight. Okay, interesting. And what did you learn? What was one lesson that you learned from participating and Bring It On?
One lesson that I learned is that one has to believe in themselves in order to achieve a certain goal in life. I had no idea that I would be a runner-up. I didn't even anticipate that. But fortunately, I became a runner-up, which actually helped me musically out there. I started receiving some calls and stuff and all that from different people saying that they would want to see me, they would want to hear me and see me perform at their churches.
That's amazing. God is good for using that platform and even just building your confidence in your capabilities, that you are actually able to stand in front of people and use that gift that God has given you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that you mentioned earlier that you have started writing a bit of your own material.
Yeah.
What kind of sound would you say your music fits into?
All right. Um, I would probably say, well, a little bit of R&B,
Okay.
a little bit of Afropop, Afrofusion, as well as, pop, like actual pop.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, but it's actually gospel.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah.
yeah, the broader term is gospel,
Uh-huh.
but it has like different subgenres underneath. Yeah.
Interesting. I was thinking you were going to say like praise and worship music for some reason.
Yeah.
I've always seen you as someone who would do that type of music. So
Yeah.
why the different genres in the music, the R&Bs and the pop and the Afro pop? What caused you to go in that direction?
All right. What made me go into that direction is the generation, actually, our generation. Um, yeah, of course, we might say that we love praise and worship music. Yeah, of course we do. I do some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we love we love something we love something that's more modern, I would say. Is something that has a lot of articulation, as well as I would say melody agility.
Okay. Doesn't praise and worship have that melody or
Melody
yeah?
agility. Okay, it does.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think when looking at like how people are now creating music, that's where we are going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we're going. The riffs and runs, the staccatos, the like the
Yeah.
or the crescendos and
Yeah.
stuff. We didn't know before we could not like use them. We could just sing general notes as they are.
Okay.
Yeah, and now it's now different.
Okay. Which gospel artist would you say could be a summary of the kind of sound that you want to do, or maybe you're saying that it's something completely new? Are they other people doing that kind of music that you know of?
Yeah, some I guess. I'll probably say Tatenda Gurupira.
Okay.
Yeah, Yosef, as well as Minister Elad and Sharon Sharai.
Okay.
Yeah, although they are based on praise and worship music, they are actually diverting it into more like R&B and stuff and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. What about internationally? Do you know of anyone doing that kind of sound internationally, like your R&B or your pop
Yeah.
music, gospel?
I'll probably say Jonathan McReynolds, as well as Todd Danley.
Okay. I
Yeah.
know Jonathan McReynolds.
you know Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
As well as Travis Green. Yeah.
I see.
Among other people
Among
like
other
Tasha
people.
Cobbs, Jacqueline Carr. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I the reason why I guess I spent a little bit more time on this is because for me and the music that I do as well, it's not the normal like praise and worship music.
Yeah.
And what I found is that people don't understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm passionate about young people and I want them to enjoy the music that is not that they don't enjoy praise and worship music, but
Yeah.
I feel like praise and worship music is limited to just Sunday most of the times, where people are like, oh yeah, today's Sunday, so I need to listen to some
Exactly.
praise and worship music.
Yeah.
But I want to do music that also plays from Monday to Saturday, when people are just doing general things and just listening to great music.
Exactly.
So for me, even the genres that I've chosen, they are like your R&B, pop music. But I was just wondering, are there any other people who would actually understand where I'm coming from when it comes to the different genres under gospel? So yeah, it was fun for me to
Yeah.
grill you on that one because I was on the other side of those
Oh,
questions.
on the other side. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many songs have you written?
A lot, actually.
Okay,
Yeah. There are more than 20.
okay,
Yeah. I started writing a very long time ago.
okay.
I think it's about 15 years old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's when I started writing.
Mm-hmm.
But I I wasn't really, confident
Mm-hmm.
about my sound,
Yeah.
and how people would actually take it.
Mm-hmm.
So, going forward, I started doing other things and stuff and all that, like creating other sounds and all that, which then led me to who I am now. Yeah.
Okay. Have you released any of those 20 songs?
Um, I'll probably say that I've released two.
Okay.
Yeah, two of the songs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and some of them are not really, really public yet. I've been using BandLab.
Okay.
Yeah, so most of them are on BandLab. Yeah, but two are publicly out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. And do you see yourself releasing any new music this year?
yeah. I think this year I'm going to release about 2 or 3.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
see. Last year I released 2, the 2 that I was talking about.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember the ones that you sang for us at Bring It On.
Yeah.
Really beautiful music.
Thank you.
I think at the end of this, we should get your social media handles so that if there's anyone who wants to check out the music that you've done, they can actually go on your channel
Yeah.
and listen to the music.
Exactly.
Okay, so in terms of real entertainment, so I know like the world is being taken over, right, by AI, and everybody's using AI, or and people are predicting that AI will take over our jobs or whatever. Maybe one question that I have for you is, what part do you think real entertainment, real music will have in everyday life? Do you think it's important? Is there a need for it? Is it different from music that is like created by AI? And what advantages, or like, is it beneficial or is it needed? Yes.
All right. I feel like real music has its own uniqueness. It has its raw sound. It gives like an actual background of where someone is coming from and where they are going. Then in comparison to AI just takes, certain words, right? And then gives a certain melody, whereas it doesn't really give an actual background of where someone is coming from and where they are going. So as a human being,
Yeah.
and as someone who really understands music, I think raw music has it has actual on my way.
It's
Sorry.
it's important. It's like I guess I get what you're trying to say. Like you're saying, there is a story
Yeah.
behind every word that is
Exactly.
written when you're writing a song. There is an emotion
Yeah.
attached to every word that is written, and
Yeah.
it's carefully put there in a certain order to portray what somebody has been through and gone through and experienced.
Exactly.
And for people, when we listen to music, that is, I guess, what we connect to, right? Because
Yeah.
all of us have a similar story or have experienced a similar emotion,
Yeah.
be it sadness or be it joy, be it
Exactly.
happiness, be it love. Whereas, like you're saying, AI just takes words, patterns, and then just puts them in a maybe an entertaining way, but there's no story.
There's no
story
story.
behind
There's no
it.
background story. Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely hope rather that people do, because I've just been listening to a couple of radio stations, and this debate has been taking over, in terms of should we play AI music, and some of them have already started playing AI music.
Yeah. Some of them.
Yeah, and it's a bit scary because you're like, okay, then if you're listening to AI music, or AI music rather is taking over slots that humans could have been, because airplay has already been tough, for because there are a lot of musicians.
Exactly.
And now you're adding AI
Now
music.
we're adding AI music.
It's not his one,
Yeah.
So it's good to then educate people, or even just stand up and share our opinion of where the real music comes from, and maybe people will understand that real music is actually quite important in today's society, because there is a story that came up with this piece of music.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, but are you, how optimistic or how pessimistic are you about AI? Like, do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing?
All right.
In general.
Okay, I think I'm in between.
Okay.
Because I sometimes use AI,
Uh-huh.
especially when I want to create like a unique sound for a certain piece that I would want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing is that I first use AI. Then I'll then I will remove what I don't want and add what I want on the sound, so that it would be perfect.
Yeah.
So I think that's that's where I then get in between.
Yeah.
Because
I guess you're using it as a tool, right? You're not using it to replace the work that you're actually putting into it. You are using it to enhance the work.
Exactly. So that when when we get opportunities to perform live, we'll be able to perform live and not hide behind AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's interesting. All right, so we've come to the part of the podcast where we switch roles, and the interviewer becomes the interviewee, and you get to ask me a couple of questions. I don't know if you have any questions for me, Munashe.
Okay. All right. I think I have one or two questions. All right. The first being this one. How long have you been like in the music industry?
That's a good question. So formally, I would say formally in quotes, or professionally in quotes, I would say 2013. That's when I actually got into studio and started recording something, but it wasn't my music per se. I was featuring on other people's songs. So if we are talking from then, that would be like what? We're in 2026. Just like 13 years ago. Yeah.
13 years ago. Yeah, true.
Which is a long time.
A very long time.
You don't know how long the time is until you start calculating the numbers. Like, I don't even know how old you were in 2013, but I'm sure you were very,
I was 12 years old. Almost 12.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a while then. It's been a while since I started music. But in terms of when I decided I wanted to sing, or when I started, it was when I was about 10 as well. When I was 10 years, that's when I got my first solo, and I was like, okay.
Oh, really?
Okay, I can sing a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
This is gonna be a hard question.
No, it's not really going to be a hard question. But all right, So on these big artists that we have in Zimbabwe, I've seen that you've worked with Pastor G.
Yes.
And yeah, I actually love the song. Yeah, it's one of
Awesome.
my
Yeah.
favorites. Apart from Pastor G, who else would you like? Would you be willing to work with?
That's a good question. I've actually never thought about it. Who would I want to work with in Zimbabwe or
Oh,
like
internationally.
generally?
All right, let's just say maybe one in Zimbabwe, then maybe two or internationally. Yeah.
Internationally. Okay, so internationally, I would love to work with this is very ambitious, but we serve a big God. CC Winans.
Okay.
I'd love to work with her because of just who she is, the wealth of experience that she's had being in music, but also remaining true to her faith.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so for me, that is something that I want in my career as well. And it would be because one thing that you benefit from when you work with these big artists, if you work with the right ones, they're so open to sharing everything that they've learned,
Exactly.
their experiences, and you're able to just soak it all in, and you're able to ask questions, and they're able to answer some of those questions based on the journey that they've had. So that is something that I would love to just be in her space and just learn from that, especially just the walk in your faith while doing the music thing. And then still internationally in terms of sound, and in terms of just the type of music that I want to do in or go in that direction.
Yeah.
I wonder, but what can I say? Like the like now all the names have just left, but I can see their faces.
That's what I can see their faces.
But
Yeah.
like I love what Anatolia is doing for
Yeah,
her. She's
yeah,
almost
yeah,
like
yeah.
international, but also Zimbabwe.
It also Zimbabwe.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
I love what she's doing with her music, and that would be amazing. Yeah. Then locally, I think like Cleo.
Cleo. Yeah, Cleo is doing
Yeah,
great work.
yeah. She's really amazing in like the youthful urban music.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that would be a killer collaboration if we're to do something together. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Who would you want to work with? You thought it was one way.
No, I thought I was, okay.
Now I have to ask you, who would you want to work with? Like, what's your dream project?
Well, I would want to work with a lot of people too.
Pick 4, 2 international and 2 local.
Too international. All right. Okay. Okay.
The names that just came at the top of your head.
All right. There's Ntoho Zombambo.
Okay.
Yeah, from South Africa. Yeah. I think I would love collaborating with her.
Okay.
Yeah. She has that praise and worship vibe, as well as that contemporary R&B vibe.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So I think she's one of the people that I would love working with.
Yeah.
As well as who else? And maybe Jonathan.
I was really expecting you to say that. If you hadn't said his name, I was gonna be like, "Oh, Jonathan McReynolds." Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jonathan's work. I adore it so much.
And I can picture you or envision you singing with him. I think that's like your lane. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like his music. I like his style. I like his originality as well as his voice. I think we're not that different. I have,
Yeah, that's how I was like, yeah, from the music that I've heard you put out or sing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then locally, I think Tatenda Gurupira.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the way he arranges his music. I like the way he does his work, and I like his sound. I like his voice actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to check out more of his music. I only follow him online on Instagram, but I haven't really gone to listen to some of his stuff. I need to go and like be intentional and listen to his stuff.
You should. He's really good.
Okay.
He's really good. Yeah. As well as I think Anatolia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anatolia. Yeah. As well as, maybe some groups that that are out there, maybe they unveiled. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think our sounds are quite similar.
All right.
Yeah. And Avakawan.
So yeah, but yeah, I guess
Avakawan.
yeah, I see that. All right. No, cool. All right. So yeah.
And maybe you.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And Kwana Kwano.
Yeah. I like your sound. I like your music. I like your sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your low notes, your alto is
really.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Thank you so much. No, it'll be really cool. Because I think collaborations are really powerful.
Yeah.
And people get to rub off on each other and learn.
Exactly.
Even just the creative processes that are different to create something. I learned a lot when I was working with Pastor Jeevan, just in terms of songwriting and in terms of just arrangement of certain things, and even just the vocal. Like I pinned on my vocal lessons that time. Yeah. But I'm all the better for it, and so I'm a huge advocate of collaborations and features. They're really powerful, especially in the gospel music. So yeah. All right. So unfortunately, we've come to the end of today's podcast. But before we go, I know that you might have an encouraging message or a word of advice for the young people out there who want to do music or want to try something new. You can just look into the camera and give them a word of advice.
All right. To the young artists out there, or to the wannabe artists out there, I would just like to say, never stop dreaming. Your dreams will come true. Whatever you wish, whatever you are aspiring to being, never give up, never lose hope.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming, Munashe. It was a very insightful conversation. And there you have it. And don't give up. Whatever you dream just might come true. We serve an amazing God, and nothing is impossible for him. And with that, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Features by TaffyRue. Until next time, goodbye.